Hello everyone, class 8. I'm Rashid Khan from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Class, today here we'll have to study about the chapter number 2, in which there is an assessment and exercise is remain. So on that particular topic we will discuss here. Here the question given in the chapter number 2, that is, I think there is a question number 5, different method by which fungi reproduce. That one is completed. Now in a short answer question number 6, we have to complete it. Short answer questions, in which there is a first one. This is 6th. And what are the different methods by which the fungi can be reproduced? Now 6th one, how is the... So here we have to say that food poisoning is what actually? The food poisoning can be caused by the fungi and bacteria. Most of the time some food material gets spoiled due to the actions of fungi and bacteria on it. Why? Because at the time you have seen, many times you can see there is a rotting of vegetables, a rotting of food materials, and a rotting of the other food material which can be spoiled by the microbial action. And sometimes these microorganisms also produces the toxic material, the toxic substance on the food material. The resultant there is a food material which is not fit for the consumption. That means it is the disease. It is the disease that can cause due to consumption of such type of a food material which already got spoiled. So the most of the food get spoiled by the microbial actions. And if the person having such type of a food material in its diet, that means if the person taking such type of a food material which already got damaged or spoiled, so this type of a diseases is called poisoning of a food. The most common poisoning of a food you can see here, like two type of microbial actions, in which first one is there is a salmonella. Salmonella is a bacteria which can causes the food poisoning, and the second one is Clostridium botulinum. Two type of bacteria evenly caused the food poisoning. So the answer we have to write here, what is the food poisoning? That answer should be written here. Food poisoning is spoilage. Food poisoning is what actually? It is the spoilage of food by the microorganism. By the microorganisms, like discovering of milk, rotting of vegetables, rotting of vegetables, potatoes, etc. Potatoes and fruits, etc. Potato and fruits, etc. This spoilage can sometime causes due to producing toxic substances by the microorganisms. This is what sometimes this can be produced the toxic substances. Why? Because the food poisoning takes place. So the disease that can be caused due to consumption of these such spoilage food, that is called the poisoning of a food. Next question is here, we have to complete, that is question number 7. Advantages of food preservation. What are the advantages of food preservation? Here we can write answer number 7. Advantages of food preservation. What are the advantages of food preservation? We have to write. There are the following advantages. What are these? The reducing food wastage. Next, availability of food supply. Availability of food supply out of season. Availability of food supply out of season at every places. Next one is third one. Increasing the shortage period of foodstuffs. Number 4, making up for dietary fiber. Making up for dietary inadequacies. This is the advantages of food preservation. Now question number 8. question number 8. It is here given. How can we prevent the following diseases? Cholera, typhoid, hepatitis. How can we prevent by the following diseases? Cholera, typhoid, hepatitis. So we can save or we can prevent by the cholera, typhoid, and we can prevent from cholera by eating exposed food, avoiding eating exposed food materials. Avoid eating exposed food materials. Drinking boiled water. And personal hygiene. And by vaccination. It is the prevention measures by which we can prevent from cholera. The next one is cholera. 3 diseases are there: cholera, typhoid, and hepatitis. Typhoid, we can prevent from typhoid. We can prevent from typhoid by avoiding consumption of excessive food, consumption of excess. So we can do one thing: avoid consumption of excess food, consumption of exposed food, consumption of exposed food to flies, drinking boiled water, and vaccination. So we can say in case of a typhoid and cholera, there is just same preventive measures. In both cases, we have to use the avoid the exposed food material as well as drinking boiled water, and vaccination is the most criteria. Now into the next one, hepatitis. From the hepatitis we can prevent from hepatitis. We can prevent from hepatitis A by vaccination, isolation of patient, by isolation of patient and by vaccination. This is the criteria by which we can prevent from these such type of diseases. Now the next one, question number 9. Here he is. While returning from the school, Bhojo ate chaat from a street hawker. When he reached home, he felt ill and complained of stomachache. What could be the reason? It is the clear reason that the exposed food that might affect their stomach and cause the stomach ache. So it happened due to why? Question number 9. It happens due to consumption of exposed food from hawker and can cause cholera or typhoid. This is all about the today. We will discuss more about the next day. Thank you for being here.